final checks for the referee. And after 2 weeks of running on the training grounds, now pre-season really begins. Leicester's pre-season is underway. 29 days until the Foxes' latest Premier League campaign begins. The build-up starts here against Notts County in the summer sunshine at Seagrave. And immediately Ricardo has won that ball. And here is Daka. And it was almost a blistering start.
Promising signs straight away. The press was on. Daka's pressed it, spacing behind, crossing to the box. It may have just come up off the defender's hand, maybe questionable of handball. They need more of that, especially around the 18-yard box.
Patson Daka there was weaving his way across the Notts County back line. The ball was not quite ever on for Ricardo, but you got a perfect vantage point up the ladder on the gantry here, and you can see all the things Leicester are trying to do, and Sumare has been central to it. Here's Wright. Lovely ball. Harvey Barnes. Not quite, but that is the closest Leicester have come to the opening goal in pre-season.
Yeah, super tidy move down that right-hand side. Started with Ricardo inside to Callum Wright. Bit of half a yard, cut back. Barnes has got across the line. Great first touch. And then he's just tried to reverse it into that far corner, and it's inches past that post. Super move by Leicester. Great first touch. In fact, slightly up, made it a little bit more difficult. Thought it was a better touch than actually was. Made it a little bit difficult. Good connection, reverse ball, and it's inches past the post. Looked like two fouls there. Obviously, the one on from the corner and then on Samari.
I barely heard the referee's whistle actually in the opening half an hour.
I just had to have a look if he was on the pitch actually.
He blew up for that very early Hamza Chowdhury foul, and the Keane and Dewsbury Hall won a minute or so ago, but apart from that, he's let it flow. And here is Daka, and Barnes with a brilliant run. Harvey Barnes scores emphatically and gets Leicester's first goal of pre-season. A fine move and a thumping finish.
Absolutely class. Running across the line, timed his run to perfection, away from the defender, burst into the area, and then tucked it away superbly into the bottom right-hand corner. Pace and power by Barnes. That little slip ball by Daka. Superbly taken. And that's what you need to get campaign underway, even in pre-season. Confidence. That's what Harvey Barnes is all about. Excellent finish by him.
Harvey Barnes in full flight is a joy to watch.
Wilson Brown, he's just got to step up to that and really fire it in and not worry about the instruction.
Now Mitchell, he could be in here. That's a very good piece of defending from Ricardo. And Swansea, it wasn't offside by the looks of things, so it will be Notts County ball, and that was a big chance of Cairo Mitchell to level things up.
He's caused problems, hasn't he? Getting off his marker, turning a bit of space, opening it up, and then he's just there. He's just got the wrong side in terms of Leicester's perspective. Broke the offside trap, and Everson's done superb to stand up and make himself as big as possible to the last second. And it's a vital save. If not, it was in the back of the net. And I think the pressure from Ricardo just did enough.
Another big shout now. Is that going to loop in? And is that going to stand? It is. Well, I wonder whether Daniel Everson had been fouled there. Referee's whistle did not go. And Notts County have levelled it up at 1-1. And Leicester ask a question as to whether that was a foul in the build-up.
Let's have a look. Yeah, Everson hasn't got the flight of it quite correct, hasn't taken the ball from its highest point, and it sort of hit the top of the Notts County player's head and looped down, and no one's really reacted to it, and it's it's a soft goal to concede, unfortunately. Just before the break, it's disappointing from a Leicester perspective. If he can't swivel or back heel it as he's trying to do, hook it over his head, get it under control, bring other players into the game, then spin back into the box.
Slocum, he closed down well there. He is right. Daka, firm pass back to right. Excellent hit. And it cannons back off the post. Leicester win it back. Chowdhury to Ricardo. Dewsbury Hall. And Notts County have survived, but only just. And still haven't cleared the ball, but actually they worked that very nicely, and Cameron's ball was good. And Brad McGregor is fouled by Ricardo, and after all that, it's still 1-1.
Yeah, Callum Wright doing what he did so well for Cheltenham last year, getting inside the box, good touch, shifted out of his feet, looked like it was slightly trapped under there, and he's just fizzed one, and it's crashed against the bottom.
Wilson Brown with a very firm and a very good tackle. Fofana. It's a good intensity to both teams at the end of this first half.
Hold your line. Hold your line.
Oh, Ricardo, it's brilliant. It's right. And somehow Sam Slocum dives on the ball on the line. But it was brilliant football from Leicester City in the build-up.
That was wonderful combination play. It's showing what we mentioned before about that patience. It's built from the left over to the right-hand side, and that combination, Wright involved in it heavily there. Certainly, it's a great opportunity for these young players out there. They've been looking on first half, seeing how competitive it was, intense, and they'll be wanting to show what they're about in this second period. Great opportunity for these players.
And the ball's been won high up the pitch there by Tawanda Maswanise, who had an excellent pre-season a year ago. And Maswanise almost made it 2-1. Brandon Cover, who has trained with the first team a lot in pre-season. The man with 11 on his back, under 18s last season. So this is a step up, if you like. Maswanise, another effort from him, and a very impressive opening 2.5 minutes from Tawanda Maswanise.
Bright start, isn't it? Initially the cross, good cross into the box. And there he's got half a yard, and he's tried his luck. Why not? He's got into good position, good touch, little bit of pocket space, and tried to curl one into that far top corner. Good effort, showing his intentions. Sometimes you can have a physical mismatch in youth football or 21s football, but this is against senior professionals, and see how they would deal with things, little tips and tricks and little cues you get from playing against these players. So it's a good test.
Francis will swing it in. Great header. And Jakub Stolasic with a very, very good save. That was heading in from Carl Cameron. Corner has been taken quickly. As we look at that replay, that looked like it was 2-1.
Super save by Stolasic. Done really well to parry it round the corner. Again, unconvincing from set plays by Leicester, and that experience of the centre-back coming across this man and getting the initial contact on it. Thanks for that, by the way.
Iheanacho battling hard, a little too hard for the referee's liking. Notts County took that quickly. Mirakandafe here. It's back to Adam Chickson, who's taken over as captain. And that is a vicious ball, and that is a wonder save from Jakub Stolasic. How's he kept that out? And how are Notts County not 2-1 up?
What a brilliant save that is by Stolasic. He's so quick across this line to get anything on that. It's an absolute delicious delivery across the 6-yard box in that corridor of uncertainty. And Stolasic's so quick across this goal and manages to get, is it a foot on it? Hand away. He's done enough to somehow smother the shot and get away from danger. What a superb save that is. And draws the foul, but a little bit of naivety there, and now Notts County have got an opportunity to deliver a ball into the box.
Stunning backdrop, Seagrave, for this Notts County set piece. 13 minutes to go of Leicester's first pre-season. Oh, it's a free header. And it is 2-1. It's Aidan Baldwin on his first appearance in Notts County colours, who has got on the end of that. Finally, Jakub Stolasic is beaten, and it's 2-1.
It's flat. It's been coming. They've been building momentum, corners, crosses coming into the box. Great delivery on that one. And Leicester flat, no one's attacked it. Met by Notts County, and Stolasic, as much as he made saves, is left with no chance with that one, unfortunately.
Hughes again wins it. Feels like there's been a bit of a swing in the momentum Leicester's way. Iheanacho hits the post. He is desperately unlucky. A quality shot from Kelechi Iheanacho's left foot.
How many times have we seen that in a Leicester City shirt? Iheanacho, half a yard. It's a great spot by Hughes, great vision. Half a yard, opens it up, you see his intention, bend it into that far corner, and he's just inches away from making it 2-2. That's Iheanacho in a nutshell.
That's a pretty good snapshot from Fitzhugh, and well, Leicester have suddenly come alive in this last 5 minutes.
Turning the screw, aren't they? In this last 5 minutes, that's 3 or 4 attempts on goal.